Hello, guys. Hey, everybody. This is Maria with California Thrifter. I'm doing a um, little live haul. Um, Yesterday, after my live sale, I took a break. Then I watched D, and then I was had to go, got called to go run some errands. And when I was out and about, I went by this store, thrift store across town, and I noticed there was hardly any cars. So I went in just kind of look, because I've been cooped up, like all of us here in California. We don't get to go anywhere and stuff like that. But I just stopped and wow, I'm so happy to tell you guys. I think I found my first fairy lamp. At least that's what the girl told me, because it doesn't look like the ones that you guys been showing. But let me show you what I got. This was all under $10 for everything. It was like nine something for everything. But some of this stuff I'm going to keep, and some of the stuff I'm going to sell on my next live sale. Um, this is the first time I'm going to make an announcement. I've been doing my live sales every Saturday at 8 o'clock in the morning, Pacific Standard Time. But this Saturday, I'm going to try doing it at 10 Pacific Standard Time. So that's 10, 11, 12, 1 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. I think this will give me enough time to do my sale. I can sleep in a little bit longer, do my sale, and then have time to watch D of the Thrill of the Thrift. She's my girl. She is the one that um, kind of got me going. Um, and before I show you guys my haul, I just want to thank you all for purchasing the live sales from the stuff from the live sales. All packages have been paid for in full. They're all been packaged, labeled, and everything. And tomorrow morning, I'm leaving my house a little bit before 9 a.m. because the post office opens at 9, and everybody's packages will be in their way. Um, Monday through Friday, where I'm sitting right here, this is where my grandkids use. They use my desk to do their virtual classes, and then towards the afternoon, I sometimes I have time. But so I always ask you guys when you guys buy from me. And you guys did a wonderful job this week. Everybody paid on time, and everything is ready to go. But this was so much fun. It made you guys made my life, my sales so much easier. Anyway, let's get going. Let's start. One of my things that I picked up was this long basket. I think it's about like 4 foot long. When I saw it, it reminded me of my father, because my father used to know how to do all this kind of stuff. Into winter time, um, he would make baskets and all kinds of stuff, small, big, you know. Um, like I said, everything was under $10. I think because they had the 20% off senior discount as well. So um, I probably didn't pay more than a couple of dollars on not even that. Okay, it's got the handles on it. It's great. I love it. This I may keep for myself because I want to put stuff in it. Um, and kind of organize. I'm using an organizing thing. I also picked up, and this was a $1.25. But then by the time the sale, I mean the discount, 20% off. And this is the little pajamas. It's in excellent condition. I love when I'm around the house. Now that I have my grandkids, sometimes I used to walk around just in my undies, whatever. That's TMI. But now that the boys are here, I like to be comfortable, and so I wear these little long pajamas and stuff, and it's very nice. This is made by Dreams and Company. I still need to wash it. Although it smells good and you never know. And then here it is. Here's my, when I saw this, I but jumped the card from this guy that was in next to me because it was like, wow. So here it is. I think it's a form of a fairy lamp. I don't know much about it, but I've never seen one before. It has a scalloped edging and just everything interlocks. This I am keeping unless I found something different. Um, this will go on my dresser or my nightstand, and I can use a real candle, or maybe I'll use one of those little battery operated ones. I'm not sure yet, but I just love it. And this is what it looks like, and they just interlock. Wow, I was like, yippee! I also came across this little I think it's too. If you guys, I don't know if somebody's watching me. I have a watcher, but this is a little Christmas mug. It's really pretty. It says made in China for Action Industries Incorporated. Let me see. I think it's kind of too bright. I hope this is a lot better. I don't know if you can focus. Let me see. I'm trying. Sorry, guys. If you're watching this, it's like anyway, so it's a little mug. Then I also picked up this party light. Hold on, guys. Let me move the. Oh, today's been one of those days with my lighting. So party light, and it has two candle holders in it. It's still brand new. It's never come out of the box, but it has two of these little square candle holders, and they almost look like they have like pine. This is they have like little all the way around. There's two of them, and they're still in the box. Never, I don't think they're brand new. They've never come out of the box. Guys, I'm so sorry about the lighting today. I don't know what's going on. It's the same lighting I always use, so it's just one of those things. And then I also picked this, and this is it's called Mr. Spreader, and I picked this up. It's got three little spreaders on it, but I have the fourth one that I had come across. It's at the same store, so The other one I just paid 50 cents. This was like close to $1. I think it was 75 cents. But it's got a some carrots, looks like some peppers, and I think that's like spinach or something. But I have a fourth one that I got now. I got to hunt down. But it's really cute. It's a set of 4 spreaders. I have 3 in here, and then the other one I have to look for it. But there's no. It's brand new. It's like somebody lost it or did something, and then they just give it away. All this stuff will be the stuff that I don't keep will be in my live sale on Saturday. And once again, I'm going to shoot for 10 o'clock in the morning instead of 8 my time, which is Pacific Standard Time. So by the time I'm done with my stuff around 12, it'll be 3 hours ahead for Dee, and I'll be able to watch her show, her live. And by the way, if you guys are not subscribed to the Thrill of the Thrift, Dee, please do so. She has a lot of followers, and you can learn if you're trying to do stuff on live. You can learn so much from her. She's Thrill the Thrift. We also have Misty with Thrifted Junker Venture Hunter. She's another great person. I've learned so much from her. She kind of got me going back to thrifting. And then Dee is the one that kind of got me going, starting my life. One day I was watching her live, and I told her about wanting to do a live, and she, right there and then, she stopped what she was doing. She gave me a shout out. By the end of her live, I had a bunch more subscribers because I started with one, my daughter. My daughter was my first subscriber, but it just goes from there, you know. So you also have Patrick of the Mercantile. I'm sorry, Patrick. You have Jeffrey from the Real Nifty Thrift. Um, you have Stephanie from the Thrill of the Thrift. Um, Thrift Adventures. I'm so sorry, guys. Thrifting Adventures. And these are all people that started like you and me, and you just take it baby steps. Anyway, let's go on. I picked this up, and this is very, very heavy. I'll probably say this weighs about 10 pounds. 5 pounds. And this is a set of double 12 dominoes. I picked this up because I know Laura Bemos collects this kind of stuff. But if she ever watches this and she's interested, I'll have this on my live sale probably Saturday. But again, this is all very heavy. It's still in the box. It's brand new. It still has the plastic on it. It's never been opened. And this, I know this isn't vintage. And it says game room. It's a tin can, and it's a little bit, just need a little bit of cleaning, but it's in excellent condition. Like I said, all the tiles are still in the wrapper. And then I have this is called Clever Endeavor, and it's a bunch of like cards and stuff. I'm probably just gonna keep these for toppers because I don't think all the cards are here. But Clever Endeavor. This is a game of clever clues. And it has all these cards and stuff in here. You're too clever for your own good. Move back 3 spaces. So I kind of like these to maybe put them in my package toppers. And I want to apologize to all of you that have bought stuff for me. I'm still not there with the package toppers. I think yesterday I have 5 packages to ship out, and I think only one I put something on there. It's one of those things. So And then I picked up this little, it's like a little, it has a, what do you call it, an edge on one side. It has this red handle, almost like a dart, and during the day it looks better. And I don't know if I'm going to keep this or if I'm going to, you know, sell it. I tell you guys, I was so what do you call it? Surprised that I found that lamp. I'm still in shock because I've been wanting. I've never. I've thrifted for years. I've never seen. I hadn't even heard of a fairy lamp until my first fairy lamp I saw it was from in Misty's live sales or one of her hauls, and I was like, "What?" I have this Mysterious knives, and it says made in the USA. It has little, I call them wings because it's kind of long, but it has this beautiful scene. I love um their designs, and some of these plates, if I don't sell them, I gift them to people like the holidays coming up. I can put something on here like um because of the epidemic and everything, you can't go. I want to go visit my friends or stuff, but you can put some cookies in here. Um, I sometimes I can put it like I'll put in the middle like a mug and put some like hot cocoa. Not this mug, this is different, but put something and then put like pastries or cookies or whatever in the middle, and they just I wrap it with a cellophane, gift it as a birthday, get well soon, stuff like that. There's so many things you can do with these dishes, you know. And then I came across this cute little cat. Oh my God, I cannot see the. Oh, that's better. I don't know what's going on with my lamp. It's a little cat. He's like almost like terracotta, you know. It's terrible. Then I picked up this um I don't know what this is. It's like a little deep dish. And this they had it for like 25 cents or something. I always like to pick up these because sometimes some of them I use them like by my window, and if I have that like my little scrubber for my pots, I put it on here to kind of dry and stuff like that. So, but it's really cute. And then I had these plates from Young Love. A while back I showed one, and this is two more. Um, One has a boy playing his clarinet And the other one, they're in the um, they're having like their future set. And then I have another one in the same series that I already have. So I picked these shoes up, and these were like $1, or not even that. I tell you guys, I was, after feeling, not feeling good and stuff, it was like I was destined to stop at that store and just kind of look around. I was in there for like maybe half an hour. I can't, I still can't be around too many people, because I get, claustrophobic, and, you know, you know how it is. People still don't believe in the mask, so you just walk away. And then I came across this little, it's a saucer, and it has like a little cloche on it. It's really cute. I don't know if this is an antique, vintage. I don't know what it is. I just love it. I think I'm gonna put this in here because I have a little lamp that I can put in there that it kind of flickers. It's battery operated, but it's really beautiful. It's really pretty. So, but it's really, really cute. I love this little on here, this little finial, whatever. It's really, really pretty. Um, they had more, but they didn't have the plate. This is the only one that had the plate. And this originally they were trying to sell it for $3, but then um, I told the girl that what it was, you know, and she goes, "Oh, I'll just give it to you for $1." Okay. I was thinking she was going to charge me more because I opened my mouth, but nope. I love going to this place because if you go in there and you see something that's it's been on the shelf for a while, you let them know and they'll check. They'll go back and check for you while you're still shopping. And if it's been on the shelf for a while, they'll mark it down for you because they're in the business of selling their product. Sorry about the noise with the paper. And I know that this is made in China, but I just thought she was cute. She's got her yellow dress, like she's ready to go to the beach. And she looks like one of those ladies from the 50s, 40s or 50s. Um, I think originally she was supposed to have like a little light that goes in here, but I might have one in my shed, so I'll look for it. I don't know why this lighting is acting up like this. It's still daylight here, so it's only 6:30, about 6:30 right here. Okay, and this is my old means it's not vintage, but I thought it was cute. It has some kind of a sticker because you still have the residue right here, but um, it's just a pair of baby booties. It's in excellent condition. There's no chips or cracks. It has teddy bears all the way around. It's very pretty. What I might do tomorrow, Connie. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Connie. See, I didn't even thought of that. Thank God you're here, Connie. Wow. Connie, do you think that's vintage or is that pretty new? Because I've never come across one of those. Then I have another one of these little plates. I think this is fine china. It's really cute. It's not marked or anything. There's nothing on the bottom. Okay. Let me tell you, um, when I went in there, I thought I was going to have a heart attack. So this is a thrift store that I buy all the time. And this is the only thing I was able to find. As you can see, this was only $2. It's like a little chalice. Looks like it's that milk glass, but it has another little thing right here, a label, and so I need to do some research on it. But it's heavy, so I'm thinking it's milk glass. I will sometime this week if I can. I will take pictures of all of this stuff and put it up on my channel because obviously some of this stuff is like, I don't know, the lighting is funny. And then this is a bunny, and this is gonna go out in my garden. It's made out of like clay, whatever. It looks like it's dirty, but that's the way it is. And if you guys don't know, I love bunnies. As a matter of fact, my grandkids have some bunnies. We have a total of 3 bunnies. We have a female, her name is Luna, and then we have 2 males. The little one, his name's Peanut, and the other one is Ash. If you guys wonder sometimes if I'm not so much on here, during the day I'm usually out in the back because I have an outdoor laundry room, or I'm in my room organizing because I have a very small house and you're always organizing stuff, getting rid of stuff, going through stuff, you know. So anyway, that's what it is. So I came across this. This is a young lady a young mother with her baby. It's very cute. But look what's behind her. I think this is meant to be that she was a little girl. She's wanting to be a mommy, so she's holding out to her dolly. It's very, very cute. Now, she's a music box, but I gotta go to Michael's or um, Holly Hobby Lobby and see if they have these little things for the winder because this will be great for a Mother's Day for baby's room. It's amazing. Connie, thank you for being here with me. I really appreciate it. And yes, I love bunnies. Look what I found. This was like, whoops. This was like 50 cents, I believe. She's got all this, I'm going to call her she. She's got all this flower stuff on it, but I think what I'll do is take it apart because I want to hang this in my room. She's got blue eyes, and we also have a bunny that has blue eyes like that. So I thought it was so cute. I love this. This doesn't have any holes for the eyes. It just painted blue, but it's so whoever. I think this is a handmade piece, but it's very, very pretty. I love it. Can't see her whiskers, but she's got these cute little whiskers right here. Oh, thank you. And then, for those that don't know, I collect kissing angels. I've got some that are just the angels by themselves, like this, but this one is actually like the boy is trying to kiss her, and her face is like, "No, I don't want to kiss." It's very, very cute. And this is October 26, 2015, Lodi, California. And this was made in Japan. I think at one point this was um, somebody put like a little piece of wood on here, and the little thing to ring it. It's missing as well. Hi Dee, I'm just doing a small haul. I'm home alone, and I just thought I'd come by here and show some stuff that I picked up yesterday. Dee, are you still here? After I do this, I'm gonna send you an email of something that I observed today. Nothing to do with you, hon. I just wanna kind of keep you in the loop, and I need your help decipher what is the best thing to do. Um, because I was just telling earlier, and I was telling everybody, you're the reason, or one of the reasons that I started doing this, because I was at one of your live sales and I asked you, um, I think I asked you, or I told you that I was going to start having my live sales, and you kind of gave me a push. You stopped what you were doing, um, and just announced for people to sign up for on my channel. And I think that night I think I started with one or two. One of them was me and my daughter as one of my subscribers, but I ended up getting nine, and then now I'm over like 100 and something. So thank you, my friend, across the miles. We've never met in person, but I feel like you're one of my sisters from a different mother. Thank you, Dee. And then I found this. It's a little pedestal. It's almost like a little candy dish, popcorn, whatever. I love it. The bottom is it's like that, and I don't know if this is new. I still don't have time to be like looking up some of this stuff. Like I said, my Monday through Friday, my grandkids use my desk to for their virtual schooling, and then after that they have homework, and this is a small home, so we kind of have make do, you know. Um, the I know you were late, but look what I found. It's my first. I think it's called a fairy lamp, but this is different than the ones you guys come across. But I'm in love with it. I'm in love with it. So yay! I'm so happy. Oh, nice, nice. So I think it's supposed to be either a potpourri for potpourri, or it's a little flower frog. Um, I had one years ago, but I don't know what happened to it. But I picked this one up, and it's got the butterfly on there. It's got the little holes. It's not marked or anything like that, you know. But it's got this blue. I don't know. Maybe it's even a handmade piece. I'm not sure. Okay. This is my last piece, and this really needs to be washed. But this is like almost like a beer mug, but it's a pitcher, so you can pour stuff out. I think it was really cute. I might give this as a gift for Christmas to my brother, because he in the summer he likes to drink beer, and maybe he can have an extra pitcher of beer by himself, by him. You know, it's got it's not marked at all. But I think it was really, really cute. Really, really cute. It's got the handle, and it's got like a little for the thumb. Um, I am pretty safe. The only thing is where I'm at from the fire is um, the smoke is what like now. I never had to do this before, but now I take like 2 or 3 bottles of water, put them in my nightstand, because that ash, that smoke, it just gets into your throat. You get right throat. I mean, dry throat a lot. And because this is TMI, but because you drink so many water, it kind of wash down, or sometimes I just gargle. Um, more times going to the bathroom, more waking up. You know how it is, us women. But otherwise, I'm okay. My vehicle, I don't have a garage, so every day I have to wash down or hose down my vehicle, because it looks like it wasn't. I haven't washed it in months or years, I should say. But otherwise, I'm okay. You know, um, yeah, this is bad. You know, I have a friend that lives more down south, and I haven't been able to get a hold of him. He's a longtime friend. We've been friends for over 30 years. But you know, I always tell people I take what I can and leave the rest in God's hands, because God is very powerful, and He has walked next to me, with me, been there for me. And so, hello, empty nesting too. This is just a small haul that I did, guys. Um, if some of you were late, yesterday after I did my live show, I rested for a little bit, and then I was watching these, and something came up, and I had to leave. And where I went to, there was a thrift store right across the street, and I noticed was only a few cars there. And so I went in, and oh my God, I found all this stuff. Hey, Lucid. Yes, Connie, all we can do is pray. Lucid, yes. I'm sorry. I didn't realize I was going to find anybody here. So we can chit chat for a little bit. Or if you guys have to go, I can just stop here. Um, the weather has been a little bit cooler. Um, But like right now, it's almost 7 o'clock here. I knew that D, and I totally understand. Hey, today I finally finished watching the rest of your life from yesterday. Very cool stuff. So I know what you do, and then but I was gonna tell you, D, starting next Saturday, this Saturday coming up, I'm gonna start doing it at 10 o'clock in the morning instead of 8. I'll probably go from 10 to 12, which will once that's done with mine, it'll be 3 o'clock on your end, and I can just watch your live while I rest. Um, on the weekend, usually my daughter works and my grandkids are usually in the other room playing games, so there's no interference, and I have the best grandboys in the world, grandkids in the world. I'm a grandma to two girls and two boys. Boys are brothers, girls are sisters, and they're all cousins. Yeah. And then we own, well, I don't know, my grandkids and my daughter own three bunnies. We usually have four. Two is for the girls, two are for the boys. But girls, my daughter moves, and they couldn't have the bunnies, so we kept them. Um, Lou said my sales are always on Saturday, but I usually start my sales at 8 o'clock in the morning, uh, Pacific Standard Time. But this Saturday coming up, it's going to be 10 Pacific Standard Time. And I'll go until 12, which is my time. And then at 12 o'clock, a little before 12, I'll stop. So you guys can go over and go to these, because when it's 12 o'clock here, it'll be 3 o'clock her time. And that's when she starts her channel. I've also been, and that's one of the things that I was gonna let you know. But we're on this together, guys. And you know, I don't mind you guys announcing if you guys doing lives, putting a little information on my channel. I don't have a problem with that. Um, I learn from you guys, from D, um, from Missy, from Patrick. Patrick, really, I learned from Patrick on packaging and stuff like that. Um, and I love watching other people and learning. You know, it's not so much, oh, I'm copying from so and so, as you're learning. Maybe I'm doing something that's wrong. Let me know. Hey, do it this way. You know, but like I said, we're on this together. I love you all. I have never met any of you in person, but you guys are like my sisters and mother figure, whatever. You guys are like the sisters I've never had. I've never had a sister. I always longed to have a sister, but I never did. I did have a brother. He's 2 years older than me. And the funny thing is that I always wanted to have a sister, and he always wanted to have a brother. So my mom says he is 2 years older than me, and my mom says that when I was a baby, he was 2 years old, and I was little, and she had put me down on the bed too. She was going to change my diaper, and what time did you come on? D comes on at 3 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, and she does the same thing every Saturday. I'm sorry, D. I don't know if you're still here, but I just thought I answered the question. Anyway, my mom said that he yearned so much to have somebody to play with that he picked me up and set me on the bed so that I can come and play with him. But I was just a baby, and I guess I just fell back. But even when we were in junior high and high school, um, after school, we would do our homework, and then we would play in the back, softball or practice or whatever, because we've always been into sports. My brother more than me. And then, oh, thank you. I love you guys. I really do. I'm not kidding. I do my own thing during the week. Usually, if I have to go thrifting, I'll go during the week, except for yesterday. But while my grandkids are over here, if my daughter is here, I mean, they can take care of themselves. They're at age, 16 and 10, and we lock up the doors and stuff. And they're I mean, I trust them with my life. But if my daughter is here, I will go out and go to the post office, run errands, stuff like that. But I always try to make time for Misty, for her thrift haul or life, for Jeffrey, um, D, my girl D, and I thank you all for signing on to my channel and making purchases. And you don't have to make a purchase. Sometimes I'm watching you guys and I don't make a purchase because I have so much stuff. I have so much stuff, and um, next week I'm gonna go get. I need to go get a wooden. Oh, thank you. Okay. Um, I forgot what I was gonna say. Yeah, I'll go run errands and do stuff, and I love conversing and visiting with everybody and get to know everybody. And I'm here in California. I don't know if I have any followers in California. I'm not sure because I forget. I'm a little bit over 100. Someday I wish I could get into the 1,000 because you guys say you don't have to go to StreamYard anymore. I did send you guys a little email earlier to D and some of the people that are on my email list. Um, show this napkin lady again. Sure. Um, I was doing a shout out to you guys for because we had a lady. Her name's Sandra, and she's from the Pink Elephant Parlor. Um, Give me a second, guys. And she this morning was, or today, um, she was trying to do a live, and something happened. And you guys know how it is. You start, um, you're on StreamYard, and I remember my first couple of times. It was a, it was a joke, but people helped me. I reached out to Corey from the artist thrifter. Anyway, here we go. I don't know what's going on with my lighting today, but she's got a yellow dress on. And Connie was saying that you put napkins in here. So I'm going to try that. Lucid, I just sell over here on my live sales. Oh, you're talking to somebody else. I'm sorry. Let's see if this works better. I'm actually on my computer, so I don't know why I'm doing this because you have a broader um, spectrum. Um, but she's very pretty. So the colors are yellow, like a canary yellow, and then she's got like a navy blue, almost like a trim around here. Her hair is black. I will have her on my live on Saturday. And once again, my lives are going to start 10 o'clock instead of 8 Pacific Standard Time. And I'm going to try to have a little bit less things. Um, she's got like, she says she's made in China, but it's a registered made in China. And then she's a 2000 Bandwear something incorporated. Yes, I will. I will. I just get nervous. You know, thank you for just letting me know. That's awesome. I love when you guys are honest with me and, you know, let me know what I'm doing wrong. And, I think this takes baby steps. And, and I see other people get nervous as well. Um, I think that's why I think I'm going to start with less items. And then, because I do get tired. Less items and then just, what do you call it? Slowing down and taking more time. And hopefully my lives on Saturday, the lighting will be better. Thank you, Connie. There's no makeup. I have no makeup. I've started. Um, so, ladies, since you're here and we're chatting, I'm going to share. All of you that don't know, and I put up a video a while back, I am a two-time breast cancer survivor. I got breast cancer the first time, um, Mother's Day, 2013. I discovered it because, um, and if you don't want to listen to this, let me know and I won't talk about it. But I personally like to talk about it because it's something that happens to all of us as ladies. But I'm a two-time cancer survivor. The first time I had cancer was in May of 2013. I get cancer from both my mom and my dad's sisters. My dad's sister, she died on my birthday in 1987, and we received a letter from my cousin that my aunt had passed away because they lived overseas. And then my mom started, testing, and um, she found a lump in 87. She had to have some surgery. Back then, chemo was like in pill form. And then she was in remission, and then it came back in 1990, and then she passed away in 92. And by the time she passed in 92, um, her body was riddled with cancer. It was so bad that her bones were brittle, so brittle that if needed to give her CPR, we couldn't because it would just crush her chest. So in 2013, I was in the shower, and now, mind you, I check myself every day. I'll be testing myself, and I found a lump. And I go, it's nothing. I went to lunch celebrating Mother's Day with one of my daughters, and I didn't say anything. I just came home and I called to make an appointment because the place I go to, you can make doctor's appointments any time of day or night. They're open 24 hours. So, so I made an appointment, They sent me in to do a mammogram, and then they couldn't find anything, so they sent me to another town about 30 miles away, and they did more tests, and then they gave me an appointment the day after my birthday, which is May 31st. I'm May 30th. My birthday is May 30th. I went in and I knew something was wrong because there was 5 of us ladies with appointments back to back. And that was the first appointment. My appointment was for 3:30 that afternoon. And she ended up taking me back because all of the 5 of us, I was the only one with breast cancer. What I found out was the lump that I found was still in the cocoon. So that wasn't malignant. But across my chest, you know, um, I'm going to get up a little bit so you guys can see me. So across my chest, about a quarter of the way in, they found the second lump, and that one had metastasized. So when this lady, her name was Barbara, she by the time she saw me, because she does her job to let you know, she already had 2 envelopes. She had one envelope with all the information that I needed, and she had another envelope with all my appointments because they told me May 31st and June 6th I had my. At the time I had a just a lumpectomy, but they took out 13 of my lymph nodes. I did radiation and chemo. I will take chemo anytime over radiation. And I'm speaking for myself. The last 8 treatments, I would go every day for 6 weeks. So I drove about 30 miles. I mean, not 30 miles, 30 minutes away. You park, you go in, you put a hospital gown on, you wait in the waiting room, they take you, and it was usually a gentleman. And they're professionals. So, because you have to sit there like this and not move, not move, and then the machine goes, zzz, and then you're done. But my last 8 treatments, the machine was like 6 inches away from my body. So it feels like a sunburn, but 100 times worse. And then I continued my chemo. I was cancer free. And back in the beginning of 2016, I had my port taken out because everything was good. And every year in October, which is Breast Cancer Awareness, I I'm sorry. It's just sometimes it's still too fresh to me. But anyway, I was in remission, and I talked to him because my first physician, he was no longer available, but I got recommended to somebody else, and he's local, so I went and talked to him. We had the port removed, and then in October um, I had my mammogram. I always have them every year in October, which is Breast Cancer Awareness Month. I got it done in October. And I knew again something was wrong because they kept telling me that, well, the machines are not working, blah, blah, blah. And so I just left crying because I kind of suspected. I went back the next day. They called me. I went back the next day. And they ran a bunch of tests. And about a week later, they called me in. And again was Kelly. And she said very, very blunt, yep, Maria, you have cancer. And so this was at the end of October. They set up everything. My cancer doctor recommended this doctor, which was funny because it's the same doctor that had taken out my port. He's very very nice, very gentle. We talked because, when they say cancer, you think death, but in return, you have to fight like a girl. As long as you're still alive and you can talk, speak, walk, move around, fight it. It's worth every penny. So I talked to him and I said, let's do it. Let's go. When are we doing this? So he talked to his nurse, private nurse, and she is somebody that I knew. And they set me up for December 16th of 2016. And I had my surgery. I opted to go do I have everything removed. I was already in my 60s. I'm not, breastfeeding anymore. And I had thought of having I had a double mastectomy, but I had thought I was gonna do, the fake boobies. But one of my coworkers' mom was going through something um was going through something very, because she's a lot younger than me and she has a family and a husband, and of course, you know, and she was having so much issues that I said, forget it. I don't need it. I love myself. I don't need to have extra, because I was always lopsided. Ever since I was little and I developed, I was always lopsided anyway. So I was never happy with my bosom. And I made that option. Um, Sometimes when you opt for this, you think you're the only one until you meet other people. There's a lady that I've known for years. I never realized that she did not have breasts, you know, and it just, and life goes on. I love my, I love talking about this so that other people know you're not alone in this. Um, Coming up in October, every week, I'm going to be wearing a breast cancer shirt, or when I do my lives or my videos, I'll do it. D, if you're still here, I have a surprise for you. I found a cat shirt that it is so cute. I think you're just going to love it. Um, and then, so I had my surgery. Everything was fine. I went back to the surgeon. He said, yeah, I removed all the cancer. Everything is fine. But because I have a constant contact um, with my cancer doctor, my oncologist, um, I am, sorry guys, I'm trying to, um, I I'm in constant contact with my oncologist. He ran some tests, some blood work, and this was a test that wasn't done um, 3 years prior. Because some people say, "Oh, we donate to the cancer," and they do a lot of research, and I'm part of that. Thank God there was this research. So, and the blood work showed that around where I had, so the first time I had breast cancer was on my left, right here. Shows you right there, but it's on my left. The second time I had breast cancer, found the breast cancer on my right. And so, like I said, I just opted for a double mastectomy. When I went back, and I think this was at the end of January, um, and did some blood work, and then my oncologist called me in. Um, he called me in. You welcome. He called me in and sat me down, and he had the results of my blood work. 59% of my cells around where I had had my cancer were cancerous, and he just gave me the option of there wasn't going to be no radiation. It was just going to be chemo. So I had a year long of chemo. Um, I would go in for every 3 weeks, and on the first day, my hair fell. This is nothing. My hair fell. I was completely bald, but I already knew this was going to happen. So my daughter shaved my head, so it was just prickly. But then on that first night, when I got home and took a shower, um, I took a shower and then it just I was my head was shiny like a light bulb. But you know, I continued. I would the sessions were long. I would be on the chair, on the infusion chair, for starting about 8 o'clock in the morning, 7 or 8, and then I would go up to maybe 5 because I was doing 7 types of medication. The toughest was the Herceptin. That was the toughest one. Um, as you guys can see, I have dentures because I lost all my teeth, and I'm not happy with this. If you guys see some like yesterday, I was rewatching my life, and I'm most doing this suction is because they're still loose, and I use glue and stuff. But with everything going on, I'd rather do this than having to go back in to the dentist. I don't right now. I'm like not trusting certain people. But anyway, so after your treatments in your port, these little syringes, they shoot this liquid in to flush the everything. Well, that stuff here in California, we have a lot of skunks. So when you're driving out in the country, that smell. Well, if you guys have experienced that smell, imagine the taste in your mouth. That's what it tasted like. And they kept telling me, gargle with salt water, warm salt water. But you know what? It didn't work for me. Once I was done, one day I took a picture with my daughter, and this I think was last year, and I noticed my teeth looked funny, and I had some back teeth that had already been taken out because um, they were loose and they were beyond repair. But then there was a time when everything I had to have 16 bone grafts. Um, and you just take it a day at a time. It's not the end of the world. Usually, if I'm in my room, um, if I'm in my room, I don't wear them. Oh, you know what, Dee? I'll send you, I'll send you some, I'll send you some hats because that's what I do. I crochet hats. As a matter of fact, the other day I totally forgot, but you were showing. Oh, she has a wig. Yeah, I wore a wig for a long time, but here and this, it was really hot, and it was just making me sweaty, and I looked like my mother because I've always had long hair. I always had long hair, but after we're done here, if you want to let me know if she likes hats, I'll send you a couple of hats because that's what I do. I crochet hats for the cancer center. I have a bunch that I haven't been able to donate because right now they're not taking donations because of the epidemic. But anyway, um, anyway, they give you these, they clean this, and then I noticed my teeth were going really bad, so I went to the dentist, and we had to have. Yes, that's what mine was. Mine looked like Tina Turner. Um, if she's up to it, I used mine once, my wig once or twice, but it's clean. If she feels okay with it, um, mine stretches. Mine has an adjustable um thing, or you can just shoot me an email. D. We'll figure something out. Um, but I opted to um have everything removed. Um, I had to have all my teeth removed, and then we went to the dentures, but this was prior to COVID. And then I went around and around the first set of teeth. The guy um, cut the part that goes up on the roof of your mouth. He cut it too short, so it was cut into the roof of my mouth. They redid another one. I kept going back and forth, and then I had an appointment for they would adjust it again, and then COVID came in, and my appointments were canceled, and everything was. But it's one of those things. If you can tell, my eyebrows are barely coming in. But when you lose your hair in your head, trust me, ladies, you don't just lose your hair in your head. You lose all your hair. You become like a hairless cat. You know, it's nice in one positive because you don't have to shave your underarms, your legs, everything, and your skin becomes. Do you sell the hats you make on your life? I did last week. I had not yesterday, but the week before. If you guys want to watch it, it's my soft goods. I had some. I had some. Yeah. Um, Lucy, yes, I am. I'm cancer free. I've been cancer free going on 2 years. It'll be 2 years in December that I'm in remission. You know, um, if you ever, ladies, if you guys come across or get touched by cancer, never give up. Surround yourself with positive people. I lost people. I lost. There was a lady that we started together working, and she became my bestie. Um, but she also became very jealous of the attention that I was getting. She wanted to be my voice. And I don't, you know, I compare myself sometimes to Dee because Dee, Misty, all these you ladies, you guys we're very outspoken. We don't need somebody, I don't need to speak for Dee, you know? And this woman, um, so what I found out was one day I had paperwork because at the time I was working. My daughter took me in because I couldn't drive to drop off some papers. And my coworkers, they said, you know, we'll come and visit you. And I says, just call me because um, I had all this stuff under my arms. I have 2 bags for the drainage and stuff like that. I said, just give me a call um, because sometimes I'm laying down, I'm resting. My daughter was my caregiver, but she also worked or she would sleep during the day when she was working nights. So I just said, just, hey, call me and then give me like a 30-minute head up so that I can be able to come and sit in the living room, visit with you guys, you know. And then one of the ladies, she said, well, we were told by so and so that you don't want company. And then another lady, which I've known for years, she's like my mom, she goes, really? Yeah, so and so said you don't want company. And I'm like, that is not true. I said for you guys to call me, you know, because when you go through this time was worse. The treatments were longer and I was sicker longer. So basically every 3 weeks on Thursday, I would have my treatments. But that first 2.5 weeks, I would lose between 9 and 12 pounds, between 9 and 12 pounds, because not to make anybody gross, but it coming out at both ends. Especially the Herceptin is very strong. It makes you very sick. But I have the most amazing because at both times that I had cancer, my daughter, she has 2 boys. They moved in with me. The first time my little grandson, he was 2 years old, and he was told that um, once grandma's door was closed, you are not allowed to go in. Well, one day I was really sick, and this is the first time I was really sick, and I was laying on my side, but I forgot to. I had gone to the bathroom and forgot to close the door to my room, and then I had fallen asleep. And my little grandson, which he was 2 at the time, he came in very slowly, and he was poking at my because I had a porch over here on my right, and he was just because you got the port is like a little triangle item. Yes. Um, the port is like a little triangle plastic that it's surgical installed under your skin, and that's where they put the life. And it's like a little thumbtack, but huge, and it has a little prod on it, and that you just have to stop breathing, and then you go, and they put it in, and that's where your stuff. Hi, Nathaniel. I'm not doing a sale. I'm just talking about my bout with cancer. Natalia, I know you don't know, but I am a two-time breast cancer survivor, and I came to do a live haul of some stuff that I bought, and I'm just talking to everybody. Thank you for joining us, and stay as much as you can. So anyway, um, he was poking my port, and I woke up, and he was like, he thought he was in trouble, and I said, no, I was calling Papa. So I said, come here, Papa, and he came and laid next to me, and I just showed him what it was. Um, and from there on, I mean, this kid was 2 years old, but I was sick and I had to run to the bathroom. He was right behind me. Not to do, you know, but if I was barfing, he was right there. Or um, he would run to and get my little basket to, throw up in and stuff like that. And the oldest one, he talked back then, I think he was 12 years old or 10. And my daughter, when she worked nights, she would cook the food, and then it was his job to feed brother and feed himself. And then when I had cancer the second time in 2016, they had moved out and then came back. Originally, they had moved in with me for just a little bit, um, but they ended up staying because cancer showed up again. And again, my daughter's still working nights, and so she can take care of me during the day. Um, and yeah, she would leave in the afternoon to go to work, and my oldest grandson would take care of brother and make sure he was asleep and all that stuff. And yesterday, some people on some of the people's live shows were talking about, um, I forget who it was, that their father was into treatments. Um, I think what Pamela also mentioned and stuff like that. American Cancer Society, not you guys, but the original people that have the cancer, you guys need to call American Cancer Society. Tell your story. They will take your name and your information. They'll verify with the cancer center that yes, you are going to treatments. They will set up, and they'll come and pick you up and take you to your treatments for free. Like with me, I was an all day person. So, and sometimes and these are people that are signed up for this. Um, they go through a program and stuff like that. So it's not like it's some weirdo. And sometimes it was a gentleman, sometimes it was a lady. And they just come to your door. They call you the day before and they say, hey, um, first of all, American Cancer Society will call you and let you know that, who's going to be picking you up, because every week it could be a different person, and they use their own cars. This second time, um, it was 100% American Cancer Society, because my first time I had to drive somewhere else because I wasn't aware that we had a cancer center here in my town, which is Turlock. Um, so because this allowed my daughter to sleep, and then um, I would let him know I had him or her phone number, and I would just call when I was about ready. Um, they were very prompt to pick me up because within about 30 minutes, I would start getting sick after my treatment. And this is throwing up, diarrhea, upset stomach, everything, and you don't want to be doing that in somebody else's car. But yes, if you guys don't know, um, Go to their website. There's all kinds of information. And trust me, um, it doesn't mean that you guys are bad caregivers. We all, because I went through this with my mom. My mom had breast cancer. I took care of her. And then my father had dementia, and I took care of him. We all need a break. Caregivers need a break, 100%. And so I'm talking from experience. Um, Reach out to people. Um, when I had breast cancer, people offered to bring me food, to bring me clean my house, take care of me. Um, I never needed any of that because my daughter was here and she would help me a lot. But when I would do like I took care of my rights to and from my treatments, because you have to think also of your caregivers. As sick as you are, you also have to kind of think of the other people they're surrounded around you. Um, so anyway, moving forward, I yes, I am. I've been almost 2 years. I still get tired, very, very tired. I have to be taking like I'm on vitamin D3. I'm also on um what do you call it? Magnesium. I am diabetic, and so there's a lot of stuff. Um, oh, Rachel's dead. Yes, yes. So if you guys, I don't know if Rachel is my subscriber, but yeah, but Nathaniel, don't feel overwhelmed. We all deserve to have a break. We all deserve to have a break. And if you have somebody near you, even if you just go out somewhere for an hour, you know, because some of us caregivers, we're at home with a sick person, but you can't be a good caregiver. You can't be a good daughter, can't be a good mom, a good sister, anything. You first have to take care of number one. And I always tell this to you guys, to people. Take care of number one. Number one is me. I'm number one. If I don't take care of me, um, I can't be good for anybody else. Just like my daughter. It was tough sometimes. I mean, she would be in tears, you know, because, she didn't have the help. So I try to help as much as I can. My brother would pitch in sometimes, but at the time he worked nights. So he would sleep during the day. But yes, number one thing, the best thing I did was reach out to American Cancer Society because I was told, let know of that, and it worked out perfect. Um, I was telling you guys the other day, at the end of October, at the end of December, I'm gonna do like when I do my lives. I maybe want to start 15 minutes earlier, and because I think sometimes some people don't want to talk about it. I disagree. If you have cancer, cancer doesn't discriminate. Um, if you've been touched, if you had it, if you lost a loved one, um, if you know somebody that had cancer, um, I do the Relay for Life every year. Now, the relay, the color is purple because that's for all the cancers. And because of COVID, we didn't have it this year. But in October is breast cancer awareness. So I have all kinds of, and I'll share some of the shirts that my coworkers gave me. I have a couple that had all their signatures. Unbeknownst to me, because I wasn't working, they put it out in the break room and everybody signed. And then I was presented with the first time, not only um, I was presented with a shirt, breast cancer shirt, I was also presented with a basket of goodies. And the second time, I just got like shirts and more stuff. And number one was the power of the prayer. the prayer is very important. I will say, take what you can, leave the rest in God's hands. I am Catholic. I haven't gone to church in a long time because if you're Catholic, you want to kneel. I can't kneel, but God is at my side every day. I talk to God every day. Every day, I talk to Him. I thank Him for another day to be alive. The minute I get up and sit on the edge of my bed, I'm like, thank God, you know? Um, and it is what it is. I'm accountable to God. Um, I've been judged by, oh, well, you're Catholic. Don't worry about me. Worry about yourself, you know? And it is what it is. Um, I know Dee is Catholic as well, and I believe Joanne. Um, but and I know they brought in they bought stuff that like Dee one day she surprised me with the cross with the candles and all that stuff, and it was just like, wow, you know. Um, what else you guys want to talk about? Um, my throat is getting dry. Um, so Nate, who are you taking care of that you sometimes you get overwhelmed? If you're still here, let me know if your brother's daughter, your niece has a big head. I will try to send a couple of. I mean, shoot, you know, I'll send a couple to her. And if anybody else, oh my gosh, um, Nathaniel, I sympathize with you. My mom died at 77 of breast cancer, and then my dad lived to be. He was 5 years older than her, but he lived to be 88. And it's tough. But I don't know if you have more brothers and sisters. Hey, don't forget. Don't ask. I mean, don't forget to ask for help. My brother um, would help. He would come over on Sunday after church, and he would get paid my dad, and then um, the rest of the time, my daughters, my oldest, she was my right arm. She's in her 40s now, but sometimes you have to ask for help. So when that was, oh, sorry to hear that, Natalia. My father had dementia, not cancer, but just dementia, and it's very tough. But one thing I from my experiences when they sometimes they say, oh, this and that and this and that. Um, well, that's good. That's good, Nathaniel. But um, ask for help. Ask for help. It's nothing out of the ordinary. Nobody's gonna think bad about you and stuff like that. Yes, yes, yes. The my father, the last month of his life, we had to actually. I didn't want to do it, but he had to be in a special place because he would take off all his clothes. Um, and because I worked part time in the afternoon, my daughters had to deal with it, and it got to the point where he would want to take off and scare the neighbors' kids because he was butt naked and all that. But um, it was just I would go. He was in an institution, but it was near my work, and I would go there every day and sleep and take care of him while my daughter took care of my oldest daughter took care of her sisters. And then about a month later, he passed away. Um, you know, it's just, cancer, any type of cancer, it's bad. I have a dear friend. Well, I had a dear friend. Um, I saw him. I think it was in 2000. It was right before I had cancer the second time, and I saw him. And I saw him at the post office, and I gave him a hug, and we're talking about how I was into remission and everything was good. And this is right before Christmas. Well, one day I was at the store, and I saw a friend of mine, and he asked me, "Have you heard about so and so?" And I thought he was talking about my neighbor because they have the same name. And I said, "No, but I'll walk over there and check on them." And he goes, "No, no, no, not your neighbor, but so and so." And I said, "Well, what's wrong?" And my friend told me that this guy, he was like my little brother. He had pancreatic cancer, and right after this, about a week later, he passed away. Um, the only thing he asked is, throughout his childhood, he was in love with a female friend of mine, and although he was married, that was his last wish, and his wife, kudos to her, she granted his wish. Um, they called this girl and her sisters, and they're like seven sisters, and they all came over because they used to sing in a group, and they all came over and sang with him. And I think I think hello, Angela. Hey, all of you guys, they're here. Your packages are all wrapped, ready to go tomorrow. They all say fragile. Um, I wrapped them really, really good. Um, if I can, I'll shoot you guys um, a tracking number. But like I said, sometimes in the morning and well, throughout until about 3, my grandkids use my desk, and this is the best place as far as like um, Wi-Fi and all that. So I usually just leave it here. Wow, I have 11 watchers. I've never had this many people, except I think yesterday when I was doing my live. So thank you all for being here. You guys make my day. Make my day. I'm very humble. Very, very humble to be here. I love all of you. I've never I've never met any of you in person, but I feel like I've known you all my life through the chats, through the live videos. Um, I don't want to offend anybody, but one of my favorite YouTuber lives is Dee and Misty and Jeffrey. You guys all and some of you I haven't seen your lives, but you guys are hilarious, hilarious. Sometimes Dee, Misty, you guys make me almost want to pee my pants because you guys are hilarious. You know, um, Lucid, I have to share this that you said the other day that okay, so Lucid bought some items from me, and I had packed them really well, and one of them was a bell, and according to her, it took 2 days for her to find it because that's how good I pack my stuff. So you know, be careful when you open the stuff. I try to put stuff on the sides to kind of cushion it. Oh yeah, and Pamela too. I just started watching Pamela and Kelly the other day, and they're hilarious, hilarious. So 3 days. So Lucid, do you sell on YouTube? I can't remember. I mean, do you live sales? I don't remember. But you know, I just oh, I love you guys as well. Um, I've been here for an hour and a half. Wow. Um, oh, Lucy, you should do it. I'm shy too. Trust me. You should see my very first video that I actually upped because I was too shy. It's a video of my neighbor's cat. Um, I used to take care of a gentleman across the street, across from my house. Um, and one day, his daughter-in-law was right around Christmas, 2 years ago. She sent me a text and said that, oh, we have a new addition to the family. And my hairs and my skin, everything went up to goosebumps because, you know, I don't like cats. I'm not a cat person. I had a bad experience at the same house many years back because I took care of this house after the owner's wife passed away. They had two cats, and they were like, I can honestly say they were like the cats from hell. Because one of them would like to scratch, wouldn't use a scratching post, and the other one would like to get up on the counter and put hair on my coffee because I'd be having my coffee brewing while I was in the shower because he wasn't home, and I stayed there all night. But I went there because I would work there Monday through Thursday. I went there. I just ignored the little kitten because I said, I'm going to give her space. And she very curious. I would go there and he would eat breakfast, and then he would go to the bathroom, and then take a um, and then he would take a nap. And while he was napping, I would sit down and read a book or crochet or stuff like that. Well, this little kitten got down from her scratch post. It was really high, and she got down on top of the couch, the back of the couch. And you know how sometimes your AC, your heater comes on, but it's shooting cold air. Well, it was right above where she was in her post, and she came down, and it was, I got a jacket on, and her name was Stormy. She's a great kitten with blue eyes, beautiful. If you guys ever have a chance, go look at my videos. She's in that one video there. I think I have a couple, and she's just a little baby. But anyway, she got down and she actually got into my shirt and my jacket and sat there. And I had a picture somewhere, but I lost it when I got my new phone. But but you know what? I told the owner, I said, you know that I hate cats. Yuck. But I love so and so. I love Stormy. She was wow. Stormy is no longer around here because when she became a teenager whirlwind, she took off somewhere, and she was fixed, but I don't know what happened. So anyway, they did get another kitten, but I've only seen her a couple of times because of COVID. We all stay. We communicate with each other through the phone. Um, yeah, good jujuing, vintage. I Same thing happened with my dad. Um, my mom died in '92, and after that, she died in May of '92, and that um, Thanksgiving, um, I invited my brother to come over, and we had celebrated Thanksgiving at my dad's house over here. And he we're done with dinner, and he started fighting with my brother over. My dad used to have a '64 Impala. It was the love of his life. But one time, many years back, he had an accident. It got totaled, and but somehow he remembered that car, and my brother was watching TV with him, and I was in the kitchen doing the dinner dishes, and all of a sudden he just started having a hissy fit, very pissed off at my brother, accusing my brother of having sold his Impala. And we're like, what's going on? And then 5 minutes later, it was almost like he would go into a trance. So anyway, I took him in, and he to his doctor, and then they sent him to a specialist. And while he was waiting in the doctor's office, The nurse had already checked him in. Um, he had a stroke, a mini stroke, because he was due to have also get some new glasses because he had a bit of cataracts and all that went out the window. But he went from being very mild to very aggressive. His thing in his mind was to run away. So if you're Nathaniel and everybody, if you're a caregiver and your loved one tends to want to run away, um, no problem, good Juju. Um, get um, a double keyed pad. It's not a padlock. It's a doorknob, and then the one that goes above by the doorknob. My mind went blank. You need to get one of those that has a double key so he cannot open it, and wear the key around your neck and share the key with somebody else that you trust. My father actually, one night, me and my daughter were in the living room sleeping on the couch because he wanted to leave. And bolt lock, deadbolt. Yes, thank you. Um, he um, he tried something else. We had put it in the front door, but then do it in the back door. Well, behind my property, I have an alleyway. I have a 1940s house. He, without us even catching him, he went through the back, um, unlocked the gate because it wasn't locked; it was just closed and latched. He walked, and of course we were asleep. We didn't even notice because he was so smooth. You know, sometimes they don't know, they don't understand, or you know, what they're doing, and then 5 minutes later, it's almost like they go through these little, you know. Anyway, by the time the police found him, he had fallen and hurt himself. So what I did is I ended up putting a deadbolt also in the back door, and I also made some T-shirts for him with his name and a phone number to reach me and my daughters, and that's what I did. But now, back then I had to carry a pager. My neighbors were all aware of what's going on, because sometimes, in his little mind, he wanted to pick a fight. Sometimes I would sit outside and kind of get some fresh air, you know, because if I sit out on my patio, he automatically was like, "Oh, gotta get going." And also another thing that kind of was my father was a smoker all his life. My grandpa had tobacco fields, and my father used to say that starting at the age of 9, he used to take care of the fields, and he would get a tobacco leaf and put it up on a post and let it dry. And when it was dry, he would roll it up, or maybe he would roll it up and let it dry, and he would smoke it. So um, at one point, his lungs were really bad, and by the advice of our family doctor, um, he had to stop smoking cold turkey, and I think that really affected him at the time because um, I'm a widow. I've been a widow since 1989, um, and so I had to be a mom, a dad. I had to be a daughter, a sister. A lot of things going on. So, there's that saying: "What doesn't kill you makes you better." And that's why sometimes, you think you have it hard, but other people have it harder. And I experience that sometimes because there's people that don't have any family. I've seen people that have to go in a nursing home and they don't have anybody. When my father passed away, he was in a home with a rancher that was a millionaire. And guess what? He put all his kids through college. He had doctors and lawyers and all that stuff. And guess what? He was there alone. Not even on Father's Day did they come to visit this gentleman. and he was such a sweetheart. Him and my father, because my father didn't speak English at all, but they understood and they traded hats. My father always had a almost like a straw hat, and the gentleman always wore a baseball hat. And they somehow they um they traded hats. So when my father, I would go and visit my father, or sometimes I would leave during the day because I would ask the nurse to kind of keep an eye on him because he always wanted to leave. He always wanted to leave. He couldn't leave because the gates wouldn't even if you went outside, the gates couldn't let him. He couldn't get out. Um, so sometimes I'll take a break. I needed to come and check on my kids. Do this, do that, go grocery shopping. You know, but I forgot what I was gonna say. You guys ever get that? You forget. You get older and you forget what you're gonna say. You know. My neighbor did that. Her husband used to be a carpenter. She caught him trying to take it out of one eye. He was constantly. Oh yeah, my dad did the same thing. One day he broke the. So at one point, um, I had because my dad. This is a two-bedroom house. My dad had his own room, and then me and the girls had the bigger front room. But at one point, um, my youngest, she was like, I don't know, 7, 8 at the time. She wanted to sleep in Grandpa's room, and but I was afraid, because I didn't want him to hurt her. So we got rid of his bed because it was in really bad shape anyway, and I got a bunk bed, which she loved and he loved. Um, so he would sleep on the bottom bunk, and she would sleep on top, and everything. It worked out perfect, very perfect. But one day he got up to go to the bathroom, went to the bathroom, and came back. According to him, he couldn't find his bed. So he found the box spring from the bed, took the mattress out. This is how their minds work. He took the mattress out, took out the box spring. Oh, I'm sorry. He couldn't find his cane. Took out the box spring and the mattress box spring, took a couple of the boards from underneath the box spring, and used one of those as a cane. So, but then, and then one day we had a friend of the family, that she was going to go on vacation, and she told my dad, "Why don't you get ready and go with us?" But she was just kidding. Well, he took it very serious. Um, that night we all went to bed. I got up in the middle of the night to check on him. He was butt naked, face down on top of 15 little trash bags with all his clothing. He had cleared his dresser and his closet. He had his best suit, his best jacket, his best shoes, best of everything. And um, so I woke him up so he can get dressed. Um, and that's when we started to kind of, me and my daughter kind of um, watch him more close, you know. And can you tell I'm a blabber? I talk a lot, but thank you all for listening. Um, thank you for all for visiting. For you guys that just kind of joined late, I said I was going to start my live video, my live sales on Saturday. They're going to start at 10 o'clock Pacific Standard Time, and I will go to a little bit before 12 my time, because then I'm going to watch these because she makes me laugh so much. These live. Please join. If you're not a subscriber today, please do so and share with your friends. She does these amazing, amazing live sales. She always finds cute stuff. Yesterday, I actually went thrifting after I was watching this show, and then I had to leave to do something. Um, um, and then while I was there, I'm like, thrift store. So I went in really quick because it was like no people, no cars, and I found my first fairy lamp. I was like, Oh my God, I'm going to show you guys. It's clear. It's not going anywhere. Thank you, Red Road Homestead and everybody. After this, I think I'm going to stop unless you guys want to go over. Go. You know, I'm by myself here at home. My daughter, my grandkids are gone. And sometimes I just like to sit here on my desk and, you know, do this and that and share. Um, One of the things that I was going to tell you guys that I love to share, like especially to do with cancer, is because I have two amazing people that kind of guided me through. Because when my mom had breast cancer, it was totally different. Back in the 80s, are you kidding me? We're in the year 2000 and everything was it's so different. You know, I think my mom would have survived back then if back then was what it is now. There's more research, there's more help, there's more of everything, you know. Um, Another thing that really helped me, and if you guys haven't done it, is the watch the videos of Recycled Life. Follow Laura and Selena. Um, I came across Selena because one day I was actually at one of my treatments, and I somebody was talking about something, and I googled something about cancer on or not. I went to YouTube, and I came across Selena, and at the time she had just recording her second. She was going through her second because Selena, like me, she thought she was cancer free and all this stuff, and then, you know, life happens. So it was her stuff happened first, and then me. But oh my God, um, watch all these videos and all, and I am so happy. I love Selena as if she's my own daughter because she's the age of my daughters. But you know, she's amazing. She's amazing, and she reached out to me and if I needed to have any questions. But by then I was already, I think it was last year, and I was already in remission. But you know, if I feel comfortable asking her, reaching out to her if I have a question. And I like to help because you guys always remember I'm not in this alone. Other people have it. And sometimes you think, oh, you're going through this, but hey, it's it's one of those things. So um I'm down to 6 people. Um I've been over here almost 2 hours. I think I've talked enough. I love you guys. Once again, my live sale will be on Saturday. This Saturday coming up. I don't even know what the date it is, but it'll be this Saturday, and I'll start at 10 Pacific Standard Time, and I think it's 10 Pacific Standard Time, 11 Central, and 10, 11, 12, and then 1 o'clock, 10, then 1 o'clock Eastern Pacific Standard Time, something like that. Um, Thank you, Nathaniel. Oh, by the way, Nathaniel, I keep forgetting to tell you, that package that I was going to send you? You're right. I paid, God, not even $1 for that. Do you know how much they wanted? They wanted close to $30. It could have been a little bit less, but the cookbook has a binder, and they said that because it didn't lay flat, it was going to be more. So, um, I apologize. I am putting some stuff together that can fit in a flat envelope, almost like a birthday card type thing. and then I will send it to you. Love you, Nathaniel. Love you all. You guys are like my best friends, my family, my YouTube family, and we're all in this together. Thank you for your love and support. Take care. I forget that I have to use the pointer.